Hi there. Alright, good, good, hang on. Alright, that should be better.
I don't know what I'm doing.
That's nothing new there, is it?
No, I'm having a moment of whatever.
I keep on getting this gnat warning as well, which is always a problem with just... I don't know what it is. Oh, bugger. Committed to that one.
Nat warning.
Yeah. So, I don't know if you're going to be still around or what in a minute, I don't know.
Yeah, you got to kick me out. Ooh, he got mean. I'm looking at this big mean boss.
That's not a boss, that's just a normal character you got to kill. You missed the bosses earlier.
Oh, I'm having a morning of it.
Yeah?
One of those mornings.
Ugh. That's alright, you're off tomorrow, aren't you?
Yes. Yes.
Perfect. Oh, guy's got a spear. That's doing going well. Ow, ow, ow.
Okay. Hi everyone who's watching.
Hey.
How you doing?
They're saying this is actually past the embargo now, so, who's new?
Yeah, we can get the debut out soon.
Oh my god! Oh, yeah.
What is going on? There's a dragon?
Yeah,
A dragon?
that is.
Oh my god.
I'm not sure what to do about this one. He's got some reach on him. Oh, I was going to commit.
Oh, how do you beat that?
Oh,
Jeez.
balls.
How do you
Now,
beat that?
normally, if I was a sorcerer or a pyromancer, you get, I'm going to die. What's it called? Mist, which kind of keeps you cool, so you can walk into fire.
That is wicked.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that. That's what to do.
I'd say I've got to get this game, but I probably wouldn't be able to get to the dragon. He's a bit mean, isn't he?
Damn.
How you going to get him? Because he's on a platform, isn't he?
I got to cross that bridge somehow.
Got to cross that bridge and he come yet.
Oh, this is not going well. Yeah, no, I don't think I'm going to survive this one.
Just looking at all the...
Run.
I don't know how to play. I'm sitting here, I should be playing something. It's a bit like... Well, if I'm just sitting here, maybe I should just play a game. I've just got to answer any...
One more. Oh, damn.
If anyone has any questions, I can answer them and see. Because we somebody do. Oh!
Once he doesn't stamp his feet. Oh, damn, so close.
Have you not died yet? You're going to die?
Yeah, I did.
Unbelievable.
That's a lot of effort to get to that point as well.
Obviously I'm watching your stream, so I'm a wee bit behind, so I just saw you die.
It's not too delayed actually.
No, it's not that bad.
No. So, anything exciting in the world of Nintendo then after yesterday?
It was hold on. Let me just sign in, I'll talk about that.
Alright. Preempting you.
Nintendo. Yeah, it's quite a big event on it.
I've not actually watched it yet, I must admit. Ooh.
Oh, it's huge. Let's talk about some of the stuff then that's coming. Massive amounts. But Amiibo, There's these new amiibo cards coming that are a totally new form of amiibo.
Right.
The first set is going to have Animal Crossing characters, and it's going to be compatible with a new Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer game.
Oh, okay,
so you're going to have this game that you can use amiibo cards with. Does that sound good?
So what you place, that's as well as everything else? Like all the other amiibos and stuff?
The Nintendo 3DS XL and 2DS XL can read the cards and the figures at the same, so yeah. There's going to be an NFC reader writer accessory as well. It says NFC reader writer accessory for Nintendo 3DS, 3DS XL and 2DS that can read amiibo figures and cards will launch at the same time. I presume this NFC reader is actually just for the 3DS, not for the the old style.
Yeah.
consoles.
Okay, so hopefully then stuff like that still work.
Yeah, so the card, if you've got a new 3DS XL, which you've got one, haven't you?
Yeah.
Got one?
Yeah.
Well, you'll be pleased to know Xenoblade's coming to you then for review, so you better
good.
finish this.
Have you received it yet?
Yeah, I've got it ready to send to you, so that's coming to you.
Cool, that's cool.
There's going to also be a new Yarn Yoshi amiibo. It's like an amiibo, but it's made of wool.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Material. And it's amiibo, so yeah, it's quite small as well, I think, but it looks really cool. There's also a Splatoon amiibo, but it sort of comes with the game, like if you buy a special edition, so you can't actually buy it separately.
Right.
Although there are going to be two other amiibos, a boy and a girl, which will be released separately, but they look pretty cool as well.
Well, like they did the Yoshi one, actually, that's a great idea.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And they're also, for Mario Kart 8, they're adding more racing suits, so they're making more amiibo compatible with that, which is quite cool. So there's a lot of amiibo news come out of it. There was also, for the Wii U, they're sort of talking about Mario Maker, which is coming to Wii U now, where you can make your own Mario courses.
I had a go at that last year, actually, it's quite good.
Yeah, they were talking about that. That's coming September. And then Splatoon was dated for 29th of May. Yoshi's Woolly World was dated for June 26th, which will obviously be compatible with that Yoshi, that material Yoshi. There's a new car coming to Mario Kart 8, but it's 200cc. So it's the first time that they've ever released 200cc on Mario Kart. And also the DLC was dated for 23rd of April as well, which is sort of based on Animal Crossing. So there's going to be 3 new characters, 4 new vehicles and 8 new tracks.
Wow.
So that's DLC Pack 2. I mean, I think I already bought both, because now...
There's a bundle, isn't there? Yeah.
Yeah, there was a bundle, and I never even realised I'd bought it. And I went to look at my credit, and I'd bought Bundle 1 and Bundle 2 already, so I'll guess I'll be downloading that when it comes out. There's tons of stuff. There's a new Shin Megami Tensei, is it? And Fire Emblem crossover. Atlas are making that like it's a new RPG.
That could be interesting.
Making that. And that include characters from Fire Emblem series. There's a new Project Zero game coming to Europe. There's a sort of affordable space adventure game coming out soon, 9th of April. And there's also a Swords and Soldiers 2.
Affordable space adventure game. What a catchy title!
Yeah, it's like a little sort of little indie style looking game.
Well, like the little Mii games they released a couple of years ago. For the 3DS, you mean, with the coins and stuff?
Yeah, there's tons of stuff coming out. Nintendo 64 and Nintendo DS games are coming out to Wii U Virtual Console.
Yeah, I spotted that.
So
that's quite cool.
To play. I think it's Mario Kart DS, WarioWare Touched, and Super Mario 64 and Donkey Kong 64. And I think if you, what was it, if you purchase any free these games before April 16, you get the 4 for free for the on the same Wii U.
I mean, how much are
Any
they?
of them are, didn't say, but I don't know if any of them are cross-play or not. Because I know how Nintendo's going to release some cross-play titles, aren't they? So that you can play on. Yeah, so you buy it on Wii U, you get it on 3DS, but I'm not sure what titles that are cross-play. I don't know if those are, but I know some are.
Right.
But I'm not sure about the Nintendo 64 games. That's something I'm not sure about.
It'd be interesting to know how they're going to convert the control pad. Obviously, the N64 was a very original control pad.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to know.
And also, WarioWare is a bit of a weird one to have on the Wii U because it's kind of a mashy button game, which is ideal for the 3DS. Or DS, I think that was, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm not sure. There's loads of 3DS news as well. Like I say, that Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer, which has got a spin-off title, which focuses on decorating your home, basically. And you can use the cards it says by scanning a new Animal Crossing series amiibo card to a new Nintendo 3DS, you can design a room for specific characters on the card and scan additional cards to invite those characters to visit. It sounds a bit odd, but I'm sure it'll be good.
Animal Crossing is going to do well.
Yeah, Puzzle and Dragons and Puzzle and Dragons Super Mario Brother Edition, 2 games in 1, releasing on May the 8th. Codename Steam launching on May 15th, although I think that's out in the US already, because I saw some reviews for it. I think it kind of never got brilliant reviews, but oh well, what can you do? See how that goes. There are loads of updates to Super Smash Bros. As well, yeah, so plenty of Nintendo news. I caught up with it all this morning, I fell asleep last night. I did try.
It was good that there's a lot coming out. I mean, it was a bit disappointing with the whole Zelda being delayed, but I can live with that. That's how they kill a dragon, Joe.
I wasn't watching it again. What, you hit me in the ankles?
That's it.
I don't like the way he just kind of disappeared into thin air. That was a bit weird.
Some animals and some characters actually stay there. Some disappear. I can understand why something like that's got to disappear. It's too big a blooming character just to have there.
Yeah, it's too big, but it's a bit weird, isn't it? Almost like it was an illusion all along or something, and not actually a proper character.
Magical. Yeah.
Lovely. You're doing well.
I'm in a bit of an advantage because I've played this a lot in the past, so I've got a rough idea of where things are.
Right, sticking with Nintendo, right, because we were talking about Nintendo a minute ago. The company they teamed up with to make mobile games, they're looking to make $25 million a month.
It's kind of, okay.
From these mobile games. I don't know whether they can or not, but it seems a lot of money, doesn't it? But apparently one of their games that they released did make that much.
Really?
And it wasn't even a Nintendo IP, so if that can do it, then you'd think Nintendo IP is going to be crazy. I think they're going to make quite a lot of money. The only thing is, I just hope they don't stick to like iPhone or whatever. I hope they release them on Android as well.
Oh yeah, I mean it'd be silly if they just stick to one. Now that they've actually finally taken the hint and start to release stuff like that.
I mean, I've had an iPhone. I've had quite a few iPhones and I've had a few iPads, and now I'm on Android. I've got Android phone and Android tablet, and I've noticed that there's actually a lot more games on iPad, and there's a lot more choice and a lot more quality games on the Apple stuff than there is on the Android. And I'd have thought, I mean, it's so easy to release your games on Android because I've released one game and it's so easy to do, so I'd have thought they would have been pretty even, but it seems to me that a lot of the sort of better games are on the on the Apple.
I find there's a lot more free games that pop up on the Android, I've noticed.
Yeah, I've noticed that, and I've been trying to find decent quality games, and a lot of them is just the kind of Candy Crush and stuff. Whereas on the iPhone, you can find the really good games a lot easier. So, I mean, I don't know. So I just hope Nintendo's games come out on both.
Oh, I'll check that out first time down.
I don't know. I think I need to learn from your skills, so I do. Here, I saw when you were playing Bloodborne the other day, right?
Mm-hmm.
You had different weapons from me right at the start. How did you do that?
You can choose the character. There was a selection of a couple of weapons.
I
didn't really
just
fancy.
Based on what character?
Yeah, I think because you went for the blunderbuss, didn't you? And the saw blade, I think, and I went for pistol and the cane, which I absolutely love, and I find it quite hard to use any other weapon on that game because of that.
Yeah, your weapon looked a bit better than mine. I was thinking, no.
I found it easier for crowd control. It was like when you got a lot of mods coming at you, it was quite easy. Mods. I found it quite easy to deal with them that way.
Okay, what else? I don't know, and I'm just looking through to see if there's any more interesting news last week. A new Star Wars trailer arrives on April 17th. That'll be exciting. Battlefront.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the trailer. I mean, it's only a trailer, I know it's not that exciting, but still, it's Star Wars, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I'm assuming at some point the film's going to be dropping a few trailers, because you've got the Star Wars celebration thing at Anaheim.
I'm just hoping DICE can do a good job with Battlefront, because I'm not really a big fan of Battlefield, and I just don't want it to be kind of just Star Wars Battlefield.
No, did you play the other Battlefront games?
I've got them on Steam, but I've never actually got into playing them yet. No.
They are different because they're not. Well, if they're going down this route, they're not first person; they're third person, which is a bit different.
Alright, I like that. Prefer third person games, but whether it'll stick to third, I don't know. You just get this feeling it's going to be first, and it's just going to be Battlefield and branded as Star Wars. That's my biggest fear about it. I don't want it to be like that. I want it to have some diversity in there.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that. I hope they won't do that.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be nice. I want to be able to fly around like X-Wing style and have space battles. And an X-Wing. That's what I really want. Do you think that'll happen?
Well, I think you've really got to try the ones you got on your Steam, because it allows that, and they're quite cool. I think the second one allows you for deep space battles, like going from one Star Destroyer to a Republic ship in an X-Wing or a TIE fighter, have a little battle outside, and go to the other ship in their hangar and have a little fight in there on foot, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, did you see the Evolution had released a new buggy for Drive Club, but it's got the MotorStorm buggy.
Oh, cool.
You can download it for free, but what's really cool about it, it's got, know how when you take corners and stuff in Drive Club, you always get all these penalties and stuff. Well, with the buggy you don't. You can cut corners and stuff.
Ooh.
And it's also got a nitrous boost as well.
So you're going to be destroying loads of best timers of that, aren't you?
It's absolutely brilliant. Apparently they're releasing a specific track for buggies at some point, so that could really change up the game, I think.
Well, I'm actually going to pick up, because I picked up Drive Club last month. I'm picking up the DLC as the season pass next Friday, so I'm looking forward to seeing what extras that gives.
Yeah, it's worth doing. It's pretty cool. Also, what was the guy say? Oh yeah, it was April Fool's Day yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I was just looking.
So that's fun for you.
April Fool chat. I know, I never posted anything.
You won't dare, will you? It's like, I have no idea what is actually genuine when stuff comes out like that.
I'm not. I wasn't impressed. April Fool's Day. It's just too hard. You don't know. I mean, it's like when they said there's a Nintendo Direct, you're like, really?
Yeah, yeah. You do worry, don't you? Thinking, is any of this going to be serious? Yeah.
Sony with their silly one. Did you see Sony's silly one?
The Flow, was it called or something?
Flow.
That's
Yeah.
good. That was quite funny. I did enjoy that one. And
Yeah, that's good. And Google putting Pac-Man in Google Maps.
Well, that was legit, wasn't it? I don't know. Actually,
Yeah,
because I think they announced it the day before. There's a few things that are announced the day before which were April Fools. I thought that's a bit weird. Like my favourite one I actually was the Fast and Furious and Back to the Future mix-up. I don't know if you
saw that.
You catch the trailer for that. Is quite cool. I don't know if it's just a bit of fun or if it was an April 1st thing, but it's Fast to the Future. That's very that was quite cool.
There was a funny one Namco done, which was like a Tekken and Galaga sort of mix-up. So it's kind of like Space Invaders with Tekken. There was a video of it on the internet. It was pretty cool.
Well, they used to throw Galaga at the beginning of their games, didn't they? Hidden away somewhere, didn't they? I remember the old PS1, I think. Used to find Galaga tucked away. Oh shit! Sorry, cat just ripped into my fingers. Used to have Galaga tucked away somewhere in the old games, which is quite cool.
I don't know. I don't know, but April Fool's Day seems it's a waste of a news day to me.
Like you say, you just got to be so careful what you print.
Nah, no, because sometimes you can't just. You just think, because I saw this video and know how Cars, the Disney movie, they done one called, what was it, X-Wings or something, and they just took the cars but made them X-Wings.
So you got very excited then, didn't you?
Flying bit of space, firing at things, and I thought, oh man, this has got to be real.
And unfortunately it wasn't.
That wasn't, obviously, but it would have been cool. It was really good. Somebody's asking how this is frame rate. We got asked that question yesterday. What's the frame rate? How's it for you? It looks really smooth to me.
I mean,
it's meant to be.
I'm not the judge. I've not got the tech or anything to say it's 60 frames per second or it's 30. All I can say is it hasn't slowed down once, and it is very smooth. There are parts of the game. Say, for example, when you're walking through. Actually, right at the beginning of the game, there's quite a large area with some giant fire frogs at the bottom, and the game used to just slow to a crawl at that point, and now it doesn't even drop a beat, which is lovely. So hopefully,
they do say
it's up there with 60. I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
They do say it's 60. So, I mean, we'll just believe them, I guess.
You just have to, really. I'd say. Well, I've not got the tech to sort of do all these screen grabs and things, but I'm loving it. It's almost like playing a new game, and I was a massive fan of the original, so I'm getting a lot of time out of this again.
Yeah, I'm quite tempted to grab this one, actually. I want to get Bloodborne as well, though, because obviously I sent my copy to you so you could review it. So I'm quite tempted to get that, but this one I'll probably grab as well, but it's a bit cheaper.
Yeah?
Dark Souls 2.
Good.
Yeah, but it's at a stock in ShopTo at the moment on
Really?
PlayStation 4, so it must be quite popular.
Right, well, I mean, you're getting the 3 DLC with it as well. I don't know if you saw earlier, but I actually got to the point where the DLC opens up, but I actually can't figure out how to get into the DLC area. So if anyone's watching that knows, let me know, because I'm actually quite confused.
Yeah, I don't know. But I'll definitely have a go. It's funny it's at stock already at WeFat.
That's great. That's a good sign. I mean, Bloodborne was quite high.
Again.
Oh, there you go. Well, how much is that then?
$34.85. Yeah, there we go. Dark Souls 2. It's called So Scholars of the First Sin, isn't it?
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's £34.85 ShopTo then. I'll put a link. I think it'll do alright.
Oh yeah, it deserves to sell really well. I've got to admit, I'm finding it a little easy. But that might be because I know what I'm looking for, how to deal with certain bosses and stuff.
Yeah, I suppose if you've played before,
Yeah.
then it's a bit easier, isn't it?
I actually can't remember where they go. At this point in the game.
It looks lovely anyway, and graphics look really nice.
Oh yeah, yeah.
See, I'm not not a big player of these games, but I like getting them. But what I didn't understand, know how in Bloodborne you had, what was it,
Yeah.
bloodstones or something?
Yeah.
What do they do? Are they just to restore your health?
No, Bloodstones is the currency of the game is blood in Bloodborne. Like in Dark Souls, the currency is souls. When you kill enemies, you get blood, or in this game, you get souls. If you look at the bottom right of the screen, I've got at the moment 28,100. That's how many souls I've got. So basically, that's just my cash. Bloodborne, same idea, but what they have, if I can find them, I get these giant souls, which can be used for other means, but if you break them, they give you more souls to spend. And Bloodborne, those little blood packs you get, you use them. Don't use them in the when you're in a danger area, but when you're at the Hunter's Garden, use them there, and then that lets you get more currency basically, and you can spend more stuff. That's all that is. It's a safer way of bringing blood to the Hunter's Garden without much of a chance of losing if you're dying.
How now? Because I never played too much of it. So when do you go to the Hunter's Garden?
That's the first place. That's that place of the crazy doll.
Do you only go there when you die though?
No, when you die, you just go back to the last save area. But the save area can also transport you to the Hunter's Garden. It's basically the hub. It's the safe hub, and that's where you start unlocking new areas, and you can move around from there.
So every time you go to the lantern or whatever, you can just get back to the hub and buy new things. Because it's not really explained very well, is it, to newcomers?
No, and that is a massive problem with these games. They leave an awful lot for the player to learn through going to forums and things, which is kind of a cool idea, but at the same time it does wind me up a little bit because it expects a bit too much.
Yeah, because I think it'd be nice. I mean, it'd be nice if things were explained a bit more sometimes, wouldn't it? Because it can get a little confusing. I mean, I was really confused. It was the first time I'd played it, and I was like, what's going on? If you're new in and never played a game before, and everyone's saying Bloodborne's the best game ever, you start playing it, you're thinking, no it ain't, this is horrible. I'm getting absolutely owned here. And it's only through things like playing these forums, or just, I mean, the first time I played Dark Souls, it took me a long time for it to twig. And that's why a lot of these reviewers and things are going, it's the best game ever, it's brilliant, it's because they've played other versions of it, so they're aware of how to slip into it quite quickly. Yeah, it's just kind of already twigged with them, so they know immediately what they're looking for, sort of thing. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's fair, because I do admit it was a bit confusing for me, and I was playing it, and everybody's going, oh, you're rubbish. I'm like, well, I don't really know what I'm doing, it's the first time I'm playing, give me a break. It's hard to say, it is, for someone to come into that game new, it is a tough challenge. Yeah, that is good. At the moment, I've actually got no idea where I'm going. I must have left a lasting impression because I still enjoy it. So good. Yeah, it's good, and hopefully you'll get a lot more time from it. Yeah, but I'm playing MLB The Show at the moment.
Are you finding that?
Yeah, much baseball rounders. However you want
Rounders.
to call
Softball.
it. It's good. It's really good. It looks amazing.
Yeah.
So it does. I just thought I'd give it a go because there's always obviously quite a lot of talk about what a good sports game it is. So I had to go. I mean, one match lasted me an hour and a half yesterday.
Crikey.
So, but it was really good. I really enjoyed it. I actually managed to win my first match, so that was quite good. I knocked the ball out the park 4 times.
You getting like the general rules? Is they quite easy to follow?
But I don't have a clue. But I kind of get the idea of baseball.
Just hit the ball,
you just
yeah.
hit it, and then run round the 4 bases, and then if somebody gets to the base if the ball gets base before you do, then you're out, sort of thing. So
and when you get a touchdown?
No, you don't get a touchdown. It's American football. I'm not that quick. So yeah, I kind of get the idea of it, but it's actually good fun. I really like it. Obviously, I don't know the rules, but I know the basics enough to get past.
There's a great one I used to play on the Game Boy, the original Game Boy, a long time ago. Absolutely loved it. I'm assuming it was just called baseball, but it was really good.
Yeah, that's one that's really good. I'm not impressed with it. I mean, it's quite good for people like me who've never really played a baseball game before. You can just get straight into it and play it, and you know roughly what you need to do. But obviously, you can see that there's a depth to it as well. That for people who are really into the sport, you can see there's this depth there that they.
Cool. Well, it's just like FIFA, isn't it? If you want to have a quick football game, you can just have a quick go.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, being a big football fan, I know the depth in FIFA. I know all about it, obviously. Yeah. I know I've written about football, so for me, that's kind of the ultimate game, really, for a sports fan. But obviously, I can see why MLB appeals, and I'm going to keep playing it because I do quite enjoy it. Plus, it's got a team called Rangers in it, which is great.
Who are they?
Albeit Texas Rangers.
Texas Rangers?
Not quite the same. Yeah. MD is called Rangers is good by me. So yeah. Okay, when are you playing this to?
I don't know what time it is now, to be honest, man.
What's that? It's
20 past 11.
Past 11.
Probably play it till about 12ish. At which point, people in the house might start saying, "What am I doing?" Questioning me.
What you doing with your wife?
Yeah. Stop wasting it playing games.
Has the plumber been yet?
He never turned up, which was just a joke. So I was like, "Okay, I don't think I'll be using your services."
I don't know that.
But instead, I had Dyson round this morning, which was always nice because the Hoover broke down.
Luckily, we've got a plumber who luckily lives across the road.
Handy.
So we called him the other day when we needed work done. And luckily across the road, he killed that. He just popped over, he walked over. It's like, yay, a reliable plumber.
I used to have that for the MOTs. There's an old guy that used to live across the road from me that used to work in a garage and just knew all the tricks of the trade for MOTs and stuff. And it was so cheap to get my car done. But that's not gaming talk, is it? That's life.
No, it's not
the reason we play games is to forget about all these costs.
No, forget about plumbers.
Aye.
What do you think of Bloodborne in general? Because I've just got.
Oh, left the party. Right, just a moment. I'll kill this dude and I'll see if I can get Joe back. I think I'm safe here. welcome back.
Yes, sir. I got kicked out there for some reason.
Normally it's me with my this NAT issues and things. I mean, I used to like it when consoles were just plug in and play, but now there's so much effort involved. It was a bit of graphic pop there.
Yeah, no, I was just saying about Bloodborne. I'm saying obviously the reviews are a good measure sometimes. I mean, we don't like to score games ourselves, but I mean, I'm just saying that out of 70 reviews, Bloodborne's got a 92 average.
Wow.
Which is pretty damn good, so it must have something about it, mustn't it? So what do you think it deserves to be?
I don't know. I kind of agree with a lot of them, but I think sometimes, like I said earlier, the people that played all the old Dark Souls games, I think got a bit too excited about the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at Dark Souls 2, and out of 30 critic scores on Xbox 360, it's got a 91 average. And Dark Souls, the original's got an 89 average. So, I mean, they're all pretty decent reviewed games, really. I mean, I don't know what Demon Souls got.
I must say, it is nice that sales are reflecting for a change, and that Bloodborne was the one of the top releases, wasn't it, for the PS4, which is nice. That's important.
Demon Souls was an 89 average, so every one of them's kind of hanging around the 90 mark, which is really good. I mean, but cool. I think Bloodborne was one of the ones. I don't know if it's one of the best-selling ones at all. I mean, I don't know how much the others sold, but Bloodborne done pretty well in its first week. I know that. I know it done well in its first week in the UK, because I get told how many it sold. I'm not allowed to tell anybody else, but I get told it done pretty good.
I mean, so going my way, is it?
It was quite good for a niche title. It'd be interesting to know how much Demon Souls sales were, for instance. I mean, you wouldn't think they'd be huge, would you?
No. Demon Souls, I mean, that game was infamous, wasn't it, for such a long time?
I mean, we can take Japan as a judge, and Bloodborne sold over 150 units in its first week, and that's better than Demon Souls, which managed to sell 36,000 copies, and both Dark Souls and Dark Souls 2 sold a few more, although obviously they have the PlayStation 3 version as well, so that's probably why. But, so it seems to have done quite well. And I think this one both is quite good. I quite like the look of Dark Souls 2, but Bloodborne as well is pretty impressive. It certainly looks amazing.
I mean, you cannot argue how good Bloodborne looks. Have I got to admit, I do like the graphical upgrade of this one. Oh, I went horribly wrong. I like the graphical upgrade of this to the 1080. It does work for it. Some characters look a bit funny.
Yeah, this guy in the red looks odd.
Oh, the phantoms are horrible in this game. They come up at the worst point.
Kick your butt.
They totally destroy me. Oh, I'm miles away again. Yeah, that's the first thing I've really struggled with. Most of them I can beat, if not the first time, then the second time at least. But that guy is causing a bit of a problem.
The loading times seem a bit better in this than they do Bloodborne, don't they?
Oh, do they?
I'm sure the loading times will improve in Bloodborne. I'm sure that's just that.
Yeah, I think they've said they're going to patch it, which has got to be done.
Yeah, it's just one of these things. I mean, when it's such an impressive looking game, it's just, I guess, and such a huge game as well. I guess sometimes it's just one of these things, I guess.
Hey there. Yeah. It's for them. It's a new piece of tech, isn't it? PS4 is still a relatively new console. They're still figuring out the finer points of it.
Yeah, exactly. Quite a quiet gaming news day today.
I suppose everyone's getting ready for Easter weekend, isn't they?
Yeah, not a lot about. Not a lot. I think I've only wrote 4 stories or something. They announced a new Dragon Quest Heroes 2. And Dragon Quest Heroes only released 5 weeks ago in Japan. And it's already got a sequel announced. And funnily enough, it's a sort of PlayStation exclusive, but it's not the full... It's not the proper Dragon Quest series, it's got this spin-off, which is kind of like a more action-based one, but it sold really well. It sold like 594,000 copies in its first week in Japan.
Blimey.
It's a crazy amount. So
games like that goes like crazy, don't they? Yeah.
Yeah, the PlayStation 4 is doing quite well in Japan at the moment. It's kind of seemed to... It's got some games now and the consoles are starting to shift a bit. Not major, I mean 45,000 a week, but which is quite good, but it's not major for there. I think they all kind of moving on to sort of, what do you call it? Smartphones and stuff. In Japan.
I must admit, I'm finding a lot more people playing smartphone games than console games, which kind of breaks my heart a little bit.
Yeah, me too. It's not really for me. I mean, actually, I've got a smartphone, I've got a tablet, but I don't ever play games on them. I mean, I've looked for games thinking, oh, I wish there was some games on here I could play, but there's none that appeal to me. I'm not really a fan of... I don't like to put these games down, but I'm not really a fan of this sort of indie revolution that's taking place on consoles at the moment either. I mean, I bought my console for big budget games like this, kind of games that are really impressive looking games where I can just sit back and lose myself.
You can't have a game like that released every week or month because no one can afford them, so you need to have little game popping up every now and then.
I appreciate some of this sort of, and I mean, look, take a tilt, look, Journey, for instance. I mean, that was amazing and it looked fantastic, but these are the ones that I'm not really a fan of, are the ones that kind of look as if they belong in a smartphone, if you know what I mean. That it puts me off, and I know it's a bit, I know kind of it's, a lot of people like them. But a game like Hotline Miami, for instance, I mean, I know a lot of people like that game, but it's not really for me.
Right.
I'm not really... It's not... Nah, I probably would never play a game like that. I appreciate a lot of the gameplay in them.
I think you should play Hotline Miami. It's a very good game.
Yeah, I can understand, but I mean, just the look of it puts me off.
I think you like to pick up the next generation, don't you? And that's it. Be damned with everything else.
Yeah, that's just me, because that's what I've got time for. I mean, I don't have time to play all these other games, so I'll download the PlayStation Plus games each month, for instance, but I don't think I've ever played any of them.
Alright. Oops.
And it's a shame, really, because I think there's... because obviously when you do play these style of games like Hotline Miami or any other sort of indie titles, I think when you do play them, you begin to appreciate how good they are.
Yeah,
but I think there's possibly a lot of people like me who take one look at them and think, I'm not playing that. You know what I mean?
No, when I used to work at Toys a long time ago, the N64 came out, but people just refused to buy it because the PS looks better.
Yeah. I think a lot of time you can just look at a game and think to yourself, that looks rubbish, but when you actually start playing it, you realise how brilliant it is. I mean, because I've played a few of these games. I'm trying to think of like there was one called, I think it's called Barra Barra Ball or something.
Right. Something
like that. It's like a fun little game where you just both need to get the ball and knock it about over. And it's quite basic, but I mean, it's absolutely brilliant fun, really good fun. And it's probably sort of game I'd have took one look at and thought, I'm not playing that. But then as soon as you play it, you realise this is absolutely fantastic. And there's another game coming out for Xbox 1. I think it's on Steam Early Access now. I can't remember the name of it, but it's got a little fighting game. And it looks quite basic, but there's just got 4 of you, and you're all trying to push each other off the edge and stuff. Off the edge of roller coasters and stuff. And I've played it, and it's well good fun. But I mean, I guess I think what I'm trying to say is, although these games don't really appeal to me, I can appreciate that they are a lot of fun if you give them a chance.
Oh yeah.
And I'm just trying to think from other people's point of view, that perhaps they'll maybe think the same way, that you just take one look at games sometimes. I mean, you do it with big budget games sometimes too. You kind of take one look at it and think, well, it looks a bit rubbish. But I think if you do that, you're kind of missing out on some pretty good games, aren't you?
Graphics aren't everything in games. Definitely not.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, look at a game like what was it called? What was it called? The Namco one made by Ninja Theory, and Traptor, and I can't remember the name of it now. It's going to annoy me. It's the one with the guy and the girl in it, and it's quite
the guy and the girl.
It's quite I've probably got it on my shelf. Let me look at my shelf, because it's not going to come back to me easily. Oh, it's probably in a jewel case, so I'll never be able to find it.
You thinking of the monkey one?
Yeah. What is it called again? I'm sure it starts with an E-N, and Trapped. I'm sure. I can't remember.
I can't remember myself, but I actually reviewed it last year on a PC, I think.
Absolutely brilliant game, but it never really sold that well. I'll Google it.
Good on Google. It's not enchanted, is it? It's not entwined.
I think we're close. We're on the right. We're on the right thingy.
Wow, your words are spewing out right now.
I know. We're on the right track, I meant to say.
I'm surprised to say that's enslaved. I'm surprised you didn't go for the Scottish version of just Thing Me. Everything's a Thing Me in Scotland.
I know, if you can't remember, it's just a thingy.
Thing Me.
No, Enslaved, that was what a game.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant game. Why did no one buy that? No, I mean, and that looks amazing. I mean, it actually looks really good. The graphics are incredible. In that game, they are good. So, I mean, fantastic game as well. Nobody bought it. Yeah. You look at Minecraft, for instance, and let's face it does look a bit rubbish, doesn't it? But it's got a phenomenon.
But that's because it's just Lego, but with
I think
computers.
It's rubbish.
I love it, and I knew when it came out on the Vita, it would be a bad thing for me. And the only way it got me off the game was the game crashed, and I never knew this at the time, but there's quite a lot of corrupt save files on the Vita version of Minecraft.
Oh no!
And it was hours and hours and hours creating. I actually beat the Ender Dragon, so I was like, I've not done that on previous games. And then it crashed. I was like, damn it. So I had to walk away from it. I don't think I could put myself through that again. And so that killed the game for me.
I must be one of the only people in the world who hate Minecraft. I just can't stand it. I think it's terrible.
Oh, my weak cousins love it.
I just think it's terrible. But I love Lego. I'm crazy about Lego. But I just don't like Minecraft.
Weird.
I mean, I've got loads of Lego. I'm always buying Lego, but it's not for me, Minecraft. I just don't think it's very good.
You've been buying more of the Simpsons Lego by any chance?
Oh yeah, I'm after that Quickie Mart. That looks awesome. That looks so good.
Well, I got the Ghostbusters Ecto one, and that do me. That was quite fun.
Oh yeah, I've got that. I've not built it yet. I've got it. It's still sitting in the box. It's been sitting in the box for ages. I was thinking, well, should I build it? I don't know.
That's good fun, that. I like that one.
I like building the Simpsons house. That was crazy. That's brilliant. No, I think games like Minecraft, I don't know. I mean, people obviously have just, they know they like that, don't they? It's kind of a bit like, yeah, that's amazing sort of thing. I'd say that, I've not played many of these indie titles, but I have played quite a lot, but I tend to play the better looking ones. Rather than the ones that look a bit rubbish when to the eye. I mean, so things like Castle Crashers I've played, or Fat Princess, or that was just a couple that came to mind there for some reason.
They're old games, yeah.
Yeah, just a couple that came to mind, but I'm trying to think the last one I played, maybe Velocity, good game.
Oh yeah, but you enjoyed the there's a spate of games that are similar to sort of like HD versions of classic games. What was the one you played a lot of? You come out on the Vita. It's a bit like your Geometry Wars and stuff like that.
Oh, like what's it called? Your phone ringing's putting me muzzle gun. Yeah, I like that.
You know, I'll call them indie games, but
yeah, there are some I like, then it's fair to say, but it's just, I think it's just some games you look at and you think it just looks terrible. You just don't want to play it.
But you've got to support these guys. That's the thing. You support them, and then that makes them have more money to then put pretty graphics on the same game they made 20 years ago, like Elite.
Yeah. Although I do support them. I mean, if I like a developer, I'll buy the game even if I never play it.
Aye.
So I do support them.
Wow. I must admit, I've not seen your collection in life. That was quite a scary thing to see.
Oh God, you don't like to see it.
It's like my comic collection. It takes over your life, doesn't it, a bit?
The good thing is about being the games reviewer though is that you kind of have to play these games. So in life you might think yourself, I'm not going to play that, it looks rubbish. But then when you get it for review or whatever, and then you play it, you think, oh, it's actually really good. So that's the one good thing. So I've played a lot of indie titles and then I've enjoyed them, even though I thought I wouldn't.
But we have the advantage of that, but we also have a responsibility to tell people to steer clear of a lot of games sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. But sometimes I just look at a game and I think myself, I'm not going to enjoy this at all, and then I do end up enjoying it.
This is why we struggle with games like this, with Dark Souls and Bloodborne. It's like, I can harp on about how amazing it is, but it's not going to be for everyone. And a lot of people, like with your Metal Gear games, people are going to go, what am I playing?
Exactly. I mean, it's like some people, you can not have games for everyone, but then that's why it's so good there's so many games out there, isn't there? So, I mean, there's tons. Although not this month. April's pretty quiet. We were due for Project Cars, but obviously that got delayed.
That gives him more time to play with this one, I think.
Oh, I'm quite enjoying Drive Club still anyway, so I'm not too fussed about Project Cars at the moment. It's just, I mean, there's a racing game coming out this month called Ride, which is kind of a motorbike one.
There's a couple of motorbike ones coming out, aren't there? I've seen.
Yeah, well, that's the one I know of, Ride, and that's out the week after next, I think, unless it's been delayed. I did see something about a delay somewhere for that game, but maybe it was just the PlayStation 4 version that was delayed. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
On the release schedule I've got here, it's still due. Delayed to mid-April on Xbox One and Xbox 360, it says.
Who's that made by?
It's coming out in Milestone, from what I remember.
Oh, they've done some good racing games in the past, haven't they? So.
Yeah. So, I thought it was coming out in PlayStation, but I don't know. Don't see anything about a PlayStation version here.
I'm looking forward to the point where companies just make games for the newer consoles and no longer sort of think, because I always feel like you're getting a bit dumbed down versions sometimes that they've They started creating for the PS3 or the Xbox 360, and then just upscaled it a bit. So I was patiently waiting for that moment where they no longer do that.
That is going to happen. I mean, we've got
it will,
Raid coming out this month, Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat's actually not coming out on the old consoles, that's
good.
PS4 and Xbox One.
So that's good,
so
that's important.
That's probably going to look pretty good.
Yeah.
That'll be out this month, so that's something to look forward to. But that's about it. There's not really a lot. GTA for PC, Raid at some point, and obviously Dark Souls, which you're playing now, and Mortal Kombat. It's pretty quiet compared to May, which has got the new Wolfenstein game, the sort of shortened one. Which isn't coming out for old consoles, it's only PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. You got a Final Fantasy remaster, got The Witcher 3, unless that's delayed, and I've got a feeling it will be.
But they've got to spend some more time doing the Witcher, his new haircuts, don't they?
Yeah, Project Cars as well as May. What else? Elder Scrolls Online is... No, that's June. So yeah. State of Decay's down here for me, but I've got a feeling that might be out soon on that. I've got a feeling The Witcher 3's going to get delayed again.
Yeah?
It's just a gut feeling, let's call it. I don't have any information to say otherwise, but I've just get this feeling
that it's not going to
make it.
Yeah.
It has gone quite quiet, but I've just... I don't know. It seems odd that they would delay Project Cars to May when it's the same publisher as The Witcher 3. I don't know if they'll bother releasing two games in the same month, Namco. I don't know. That's quite two big games for them if you think about it, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And they would have to use their budget to sort of promote both of them. I don't know if they'll do that. I can see The Witcher. I think The Witcher's due for a delay. I think it might even fall to August or something.
I mean, the sooner that one comes out, I'll be happy, because then that kind of fills the gap nicely for Zelda. That'll keep me happy for a while.
Yeah, The Witcher 3's good. I'm looking forward to that, but I just got a feeling I'm not looking forward to it next month, because I think it'll be out in August or something.
Oh well. It's the first holidays, isn't it, for a lot of people, so it's a good time to play games.
Yeah. It's another title that's not coming to the old consoles though, isn't it? So take their time with it, that's what I say. Make it amazing.
Right, so what are you doing this weekend then? I take it this is your last day, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing now. It's all went up in the air.
Break for weekend,
went up in the air at the moment. So we're not sure yet.
At least
nice if I was going away somewhere.
At least get your McMuffin in, yeah. You worked hard for that.
Yeah, no, we were meant to be going away somewhere, but I don't know if we are now, but we'll see. But after that egg McMuffin, I've been to the gym 4 times this week.
Just so you can have an egg McMuffin.
Just so I can have an egg McMuffin tomorrow. Well, I thought if we're going on a drive somewhere, away for the weekend or whatever, I quite enjoy when you stop for breakfast. When you're driving, I quite like that. That's part of the experience for me when you stop breaking. Generally, you have a decent fry up, whatever, but we're just like.
I don't know. I had a service fry up last year. It was not impressive.
No, exactly. But the McDonald's breakfast, you know what you're getting, don't you?
True.
It always tastes the same.
Some big news actually. They're about to start trialling all-day breakfasts, which is a great idea.
Egg McMuffins all day? Oh my god, that's amazing. I'll never leave McDonald's. I'll end up big fatty. They better not do that.
You can have an egg McMuffin and then put some chicken nuggets inside it. I mean, how cool would that be?
Egg McMuffin and chips, please. Yeah, it's planning to sell all-day breakfasts in the US. See that? I just googled it. That'd be amazing.
That would be good. Not that I eat the stuff. My body's a temple, Joe.
What's that?
I said, not that I eat the stuff, my body's a temple.
You never eat McDonald's?
I've not had McDonald's in a while.
Not even an egg McMuffin?
Nah. Glasgow is full of very good places to go out and eat, no matter what time of day. And McDonald's is like the last place you want to go to. There's so much better out there. And to be honest, it's the same sort of price.
To be fair, I just cook myself most of the time. That's the way to do it. I'm a better cook than anyone.
I see your little tweet pictures every now and then. They do look quite tasty.
I cook nice, healthy stuff. But it's nice to have something unhealthy on occasion, isn't it?
Hell yeah.
Is your character just standing around? What's going on?
Sorry, I was kind of just getting distracted by talking about food. Because I was getting hungry thinking about it.
I was just wondering why we're standing around. Okay.
I think it's a good place to stop, isn't it? I think, anyway, yeah.
Yeah, I need to go do some work at some point. So I suppose I'll go do it now.
Yeah. Well,
thanks for joining us, everyone.
Yeah, if anyone's around tomorrow morning, I'll probably stream some more of this. But by then, you should be planning it yourselves. From ShopTo.
Yeah, when's your review due? Your update review thing?
Well, I'm going to try and give a good old plough on it this afternoon, but I need to figure out how to get into the DLC. As soon as I'm in there and a little wander around, I can at least do something about that, but we'll see.
Okay,
I'm going to go. But yeah, cool. Anyway, thanks for watching. And all have a nice Easter.
Everyone.
Bye.
Bye.